there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I'll be moving fast.
Good morning, people of the grid. It is Thursday, November the 2nd. The fire is where you want to be. Out here, it's cold. It snowed a lot last night. It's still snowing right now. It's actually just about lunchtime, so we're on a break. I'm coming to grab some stuff, and then I'll be back inside grabbing a lunch, maybe sitting close to that fire. I got some good news to share with you guys.
Only a shooting star. Let 'em know you are.
The good news to share with you guys is that Tammy and I have received an invitation for the Tesla Semi Unveil event. Now, originally it was supposed to be, I think it was supposed to be October 26th or something like that. They've moved it to November 16th. So we haven't received any other notifications as to if it's happening on November 16th or not, but that's the date. And I've got some time off, so Tammy and I are going to Los Angeles. And then from Los Angeles, Hawthorne is right next door. That's where the Unveil event is. So we're going to get there a little early so that we have some time just to relax and check out LA. And then we'll go to the event, then we'll relax and check out some more LA, and then we'll come back home to Calgary. So yeah, we're pretty excited. Tammy's looking at where we're going to be staying right now. We're just figuring that out because we've got some points at a couple of different places, so it's just a matter of figuring that out. Pretty excited. It's going to be a lot warmer down there than it's going to be here. This is the beginning of our winter, which is good because we're going to get into snowboarding, but it's a bit of a shock to your system when you go from nice, sort of cooling off a bit to really, really cold. It's -9 today. I need a thicker jacket. All right, I'm going to go back in. The day is done. Conference is over for today. That's 2 out of 3. Last day is tomorrow. I am heading home to see what Tammy and the kids are up to. It is cold here. Got to use the preheat app, part of the app in the car, which was quite nice. It's always a nice treat to come to a nice toasty warm car when it's freezing cold outside. Love that. I'm actually really close to where they have our trailer. Our trailer's winterized. You remember I did that a couple of weeks ago. They ordered a curtain that they didn't have to replace, and so I said just keep the trailer until it comes in. But I left the fridge on, so I'm gonna go see if they'll let me in to get the food out of the fridge, and then I can take that home. That way we can turn off the fridge and save some battery power and save some propane. Well, there's Golden Boy, the trailer, just waiting for that blind to come in. I emptied the freezer. I turned off the fridge, so, and then I closed it. It can sit like this. It's not gonna defrost in this weather anyway. So that's done. Of course, they parked the trailer in the furthest end of the parking lot. Man, it's cold.
Call me a shooting star.
All right, heading home to have a dinner. This morning, I actually went and worked out. I wasn't feeling good. I woke up, I was so dizzy this morning. Every time I moved, it felt like I was gonna throw up. So I pushed it. I went to the gym. I hopped on the treadmill. I just did a longer walk and did it nice and slow. It seemed when I moved quickly, I'd get feeling sick. And there was twice this morning where I kind of felt like I might throw up. I didn't. I made it through. I had a pretty good lunch, and now I'm feeling like 80%. Still feel like a little mushy, but I'm not going to get sick, which is, I'm not going to throw up. And Amelia came home sick from school today, so I think she's picked up the same thing. I don't know what it is. We'll beat it. Makeup.
I forgot to do my makeup today.
We need hair and makeup.
We'll just do this. I'll be like the guy off of Home Improvement.
So we're here at Home Depot.
Yes.
We're doing a little bit of renos to a condo. Picked out carpet, and Tammy picked out paint. Show them what you first picked out.
These colors?
Looks great. Show them what you now have.
These colors?
Yeah, looks great. And she's like, she wants to spend an hour here going over paints. I'm like, no, I think we're good. We got it. You don't overthink this stuff.
But I think it's fun.
It's for a rental. You don't overthink. Okay,
let's do it for our house then. We can take more time on
our house. Our house is good. Our house is good. We got to get out of here. We got to go head back home for supper.
We have to pick up our son.
Yeah. So yeah, when you're doing rentals, especially for a place that's like a revenue generating property,
I want to do a good job.
You don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Make it look nice. Pick stuff that's gonna last. We don't have this kind of time to spend an hour looking at paint.
Spending time together.
That's true. This counts as a date.
It's a date. So we can make it longer.
Another date at Home Depot. Oh yeah. We are just about getting home. We're gonna pit stop for a tea because I didn't get Tammy one.
And a donut.
And I didn't have one either. Just since this is kind of a Tesla blog, because I talked about going to Los Angeles, which is near Hawthorne, for those of you that don't know.
It's a division of Hawthorne. Division of LA, isn't it?
It's winter here now, so if you're driving a Tesla, yeah, we're going to LA. It's winter now, so if you're driving your Tesla in the winter and you got snowy conditions like we do here, take a look. If you got snowy conditions like that, it tends to stick to the car. We have a little groove for the front-facing radar unit. That gets caked up with snow, and I get a message that looks like this. I get this message. That message says, driver assistance features unavailable, so auto steer, autopilot. If issue persists, contact Tesla service. Don't panic. I'm not panicking. Don't you panic if that happens to you.
I'm a little panicked.
Are you panicked? Don't start complaining on Facebook that your Tesla broke down. It didn't. Snow cakes in there and it just doesn't shoot through. I don't know why it doesn't shoot through. It should. I think it should, because you should be able to shoot it through snow. The Model X that Tammy has, it shoots through the aluminum in the doors to sense how close, so it can open the doors properly. So this one should, but it doesn't. So don't panic. It'll, you can peel it out with your finger, or you can wait till it melts. Or you can wait until Tammy washes your car for you, which is very infrequent, I might add.
I wouldn't be using autopilot.
No, that's, really good point. If it's snowy like this and the roads are slippery, probably, I don't even use cruise control when the roads are like this, because the last thing you want is the car, ramping up in speed when there's ice on the road. So I don't use it much in the winter unless the road is dry-ish. Yeah. Then I'll use it for a bit. But yeah, that's a really good tip. That's a good tip, Pam.
I know what that is. You're gonna put like.
Yeah. Celebration. The other thing in the Tesla that I use a fair bit in the winter is ours has the winter package. You do too, right, Tam? Yeah. In the winter package, there's a thing where you can turn on defog for your front window, defrost, and it also has a landing strip of warming wires that basically...
You did a video on that.
I did, but I'm just reminding people. There's a landing strip of warming zone that basically melts the ice off your wipers. So you turn that on when your wipers are leaving streaks in the winter because they're frozen up, and it will melt that off.
So they're not heated wipers, which we thought.
They're not heated wipers. It's a heated landing zone for the wipers.
It's best when you're sitting stationary so that your wipers can actually sit on it for a bit to heat up.
Yeah, so like in the morning, if the car's parked outside after I work out and it snowed, when I defrost the car, if I left that on, it will defrost that zone. Handy, very handy. Yeah. We're just gonna stay in.
You shoveling? You just sent out your youngest to shovel.
Yeah, Melissa's going out to shovel. She asked if I wanted to help her. I said no.
She'll be back.
She'll be back quick. Hey people, is it great? It is just about 11 o'clock. I had a little nap. Oh.
It was a little bigger than little.
It was a little nap. I don't care what anybody says, namely Tammy. You know what? This is the weekend here in Alberta that we do our time switch. It used to be in October, and we moved it a couple of years back, I think to align to when the US changes, so we're kind of doing the continent thing. Anyways, this is the weekend we move our clocks back, which means we get an extra hour of sleep. Really looking forward to that. The Tesla, I've got snow caked on the front nose cones, so I can't, my sensor isn't working right now for for autopilot or auto steer, which is not an issue because you can't see the lines on the road anyway. It's just gotten so messy outside with all of the snow. So it always comes back. When I wash it, that stuff comes out, or I just kind of pick it off with my finger and then it returns back to normal. So haven't had an issue in the past with that. I've seen it before. I remember the first time I saw it, I panicked because I thought, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. The car's not working. It was just snow buildup. So yeah, part of living with winter. Thanks for hanging out with us. We really appreciate you guys watching the videos and chatting with us. It's nice to get to know you guys a little better. So, all right, I got to get ready for bed. I think there's been a candy theft in our house. I bought a bunch of candy.
We gave it all away.
Yeah, we gave it all away. I don't think so.
I think your kids took it when they came into the house.
You're gonna have to go on a search and recovery mission.
So there's bags all over the place. Just grab some.
All right. Good night, guys. Catch up with you guys on Friday. Miker, out.
Didn't even get to